What's up guys, Mega Man here. Just want to do a quick Destiny 2 video. Just some thoughts on the game right now. I don't have the DLC, but I'll talk a little bit about it from what I heard or what people talked about. Destiny 1 and 2 are games that I enjoyed, especially Destiny 1. I know they have updates coming for Destiny 2 in December and also next year. I don't know, like Destiny 2 just doesn't seem as much fun anymore. Like when it first came out, we played it for a while, some of us did. And then after like the first month or like maybe half the month, like we just put it back down. Like I don't know, like maybe it's because there was no content or nothing else to do. Nothing else you wanted to work towards getting. Especially since like exotics kind of seem like they drop more frequently since you can do public events to get an exotic engram. Not that there's anything wrong with it because we always try to search to find more ways in Destiny 1 to get exotics, but it just seems so much easier to obtain that stuff. For some people, once they get the exotics that they need or that they want, they're basically done with the game. Now, I know 3 of coins was like that in Destiny 1, but it didn't drop as frequent as you would play a public event just to get an exotic engram. They don't drop a lot in the public events, but they drop enough to where you'll notice that you'll have more exotics than you would have in Destiny 1. PvP was cool. It just doesn't seem competitive enough for some reason. I don't know if it's because like the level stuff or just certain things. It just doesn't seem how it did in Destiny 1, like where it was competitive, like you was excited to jump in a match and just take over the game. I know they added 4v4, but I think they could have added that as a mode or at least added 6v6 as an option because it was more competitive. Having them 2 extra people there, it just seemed more chaotic and more fun. Supers everywhere, people just trying to like dominate the game. Also, why don't we have some of the modes that were in Destiny 1? Like they said private matches will be in a future update. They already noticed that. But modes like Mayhem, Supremacy, Rumble, Rift, like we're missing those. Where are those at in this game? For Trials, I don't mind Trials being 4v4 because you can have that extra friend along, maybe that never went to the lighthouse or didn't get to try out Trials because their teammates already had a team together. So for Iron Banner and Trials, I think in Destiny 2 they have level disadvantage. From Destiny 1, I don't remember that being in there. You can definitely tell a difference between somebody who was more leveled up than you. So it's just like it takes kind of the fun out of the game to get an armor piece or a weapon that could potentially make you more powerful than somebody else in PvP. Maybe even just a little. Because in Destiny 1, you know when somebody had a higher light level than you. I know this is random, but remember the daily story missions? The daily story missions were pretty fun. I think Ikora has something similar. I don't know if it's daily or if it's weekly. But the daily story missions, this weapon that you see right here, was one of the things that you could obtain during that mission. Somebody just randomly took a different direction during the mission and completed a time objective. Why isn't there something similar like this into the game? Now for Eververse, like I don't really use this. The only time I go there is when we level up now and we get like a bright engram, which will drop stuff from her instead of having to buy silver. So this right here, I think for players that don't use it, it is kind of unfair because they have exotic sparrows, emotes, armor. Now it doesn't really affect the game. It is just kind of like cosmetic stuff. But still, this stuff can be in game and used in strikes. Or it can be used in like daily story missions or just missions in general. Just some activity that will get you playing the game more to at least earn some of this stuff as a reward. This armor set looks cool. This is an armor from the Eververse. Now this was before the DLC. I don't know if she changed out the armor when the DLC dropped. Let me know in the comment section down below. But these armor sets right here that they just kind of like get rid of, couldn't they just throw it in game for people to earn during strikes, missions, or activities that offer rewards? Now just going over strikes a little bit. So for the DLC, they came out with heroic strikes. In Destiny 1, from what I remember, heroic strikes were already in the game before DLC. So it's just kind of like unfair for people that don't buy the DLC but want to do heroic strikes and earn stuff from it. They can't now because the level cap is raised now. This was in Destiny 1 before the DLC. Why did this change? Also, from what people talked about, there are no modifiers with the heroic strikes, which kind of made it more challenging. Why didn't they add any strike specific loot like it was in Destiny 1? Like for the armor and the weapons. It was so cool just to go through a strike and just possibly have a chance to get a new weapon or a new armor piece. Now as far as the raid goes, in most of the DLCs we got in the previous Destiny game, only one of them didn't come with a raid, but this one came with a raid lair, which is basically like a shortened raid. it seems cool, it's nice, but just like, why couldn't we have gotten a full raid? And then in the next DLC, there's another raid layer. Not saying that the raid layer isn't fun or it doesn't seem difficult. Why didn't we get a full raid in this one as we did in the previous DLCs besides one? I just wanted to give my few thoughts about Destiny 2. I like the game, it's a nice game, but it's just not where we all thought it would have been. And in the future, hopefully it'll have improvements that'll bring some of us back to the game. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Did you like Destiny 2? Did you go back to Destiny 1? What problems did you have in Destiny 2? Or what do you like about Destiny 2? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
Hit 'em like